Hello beautiful, welcome back. Today I have for you mistakes that you should avoid in your 20s. There are what I have experienced, and from my experience I learned and I moved forward. Number one mistake that you should avoid in your 20s is that don't think that you've gotten everything wrapped up. No, you've not. Alright? This is the stage where you discover more about yourself. What you think you want is actually not what you need. This is the stage where you're supposed to enjoy yourself, have fun, alright, as much as possible. Whatever it is suitable for you, whatever that you love, try as much as possible to have fun, alright? When it comes to relationship, like me, around 2022, I used to be so much into R. Kelly, not as in his music, but more into his look. Okay, so I happened to meet this guy that looked so much like him. Needless to say that I ran after him. I positioned myself in such a way that he noticed me. He asked me out and we started dating. It was interesting. Okay, along the way I realized that I wasn't happy, and I made him to realize that I wasn't happy. He wanted to know why, but it is something that I knew very well that he wasn't going to compromise. So I discovered that it wasn't all about look. It has so many other things, especially if you are beginning to realize that this and this is what you need in a relationship, this and that is what you need in your partner, and you're not seeing it there, but he is very attractive person that people are even complimenting you and telling you how much compatible you people look together. It doesn't stop there. You make mistake, learn from your mistake, and you move on. Alright, I also met someone that felt okay at that age, 21, 22. I had not experienced clubbing, and he thought it was so weird, and because of the way he was acting and talking, I actually thought it was weird as well. So I tried it 2 times. I didn't like it. Up to this moment, I don't like clubbing. Needless to tell you that I am not the partying type. I don't really like loud music and all that. So this is where you discover yourself, you form yourself to become the better version of you. Don't think you've gotten everything wrapped up. You've not. But 2 mistakes you should avoid is that try as much as possible not to live your life according to other people's way of life. Don't live your life based on people's opinion. Don't compare your life to others. If you do, you're just going to be living other people's life for them. Okay, this is where you try to be yourself. You try to get used to what you like and what you want to be, and how to become what you want to be at this stage. Okay, comparing yourself to others is like a waste of time and energy. Everybody is made in a unique way. We all experience unique experience. We all grow up in different homes and environments, so there is no need for you to feel okay, let me act the way this person is acting. You are you. Joy is Joy. Michelle is Michelle. Live your life as Joy. Let Michelle live her life as Michelle. Okay, that is number 2. Number 3 mistake you should avoid: make choices and decisions based on what you know is good for you. Alright, I met a guy that looked like my hero. I dated him. I loved him in my own way, but I knew that it wasn't what I wanted. From there, I moved on. It was not as easy as I am saying it now. It is a decision that I needed to make in my life, so I made that decision and I moved on from here. Make choices and decisions based on what you know is good for you. Number 4, this is very, very important. I cannot overemphasize this. Friends and relationship. Please do not move with friends that do not have your best interest at heart. Okay, friendship that do not align with your belief and values in life. If you do, you're just going to get discarded along the way. Either they do or you do. Besides, at every stage in life, you make new friends. Do not make your friends your friendship, your relationship to be a do or die affair. If things are not working out right for you, if you don't relate well, if you don't feel good most of the time with your friends based on what they say, how they act, then find your way out of such relationship. Don't make that mistake of sticking with a friend that is not okay for you. The fifth mistake you want to avoid is not believing in yourself, your capability, what you can do, forgetting the fact that you are growing up, and so you're experiencing so many things. From your experience, you're going to learn, you're going to make mistakes and move on. This is the stage where whatever it is that you believe in, try and do it. Make attempts. Don't just think and forget about it. There are so many things that I thought of that I did not have the guts, I did not have the courage, I did not surround myself with the kind of friends that could encourage me, and I didn't even encourage myself. Some of those things, this is when I'm now beginning to execute them. I'm beginning to experience there's something that I should have done a long time ago. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to discover yourself. Don't be afraid to have faith in yourself and to have faith in God. Relationship with God is the best thing that could ever happen to anyone, especially at this stage, because this is the stage where you need companion. Human just like you, there's no perfect person. And there's nobody that has like the best idea. So the closer you are to God, better decision and the more courageous you are going to be, and the more your faith is going to grow to do bigger things in life. Okay, so the next mistake you want to avoid neglecting yourself. You want to make sure that you take care of yourself both inwardly and outwardly. This is the stage where you are looking your best, like outwardly, and if you don't start to take care of yourself right now, it's not going to last forever. All right, so taking care of yourself at this stage is just going to ensure that as you grow older, experience new things in life, tough time, it is not going to show that much on you outwardly. And when it comes to inward development, taking care of yourself inwardly, you're talking about your health, which is very important. Even at the end of the day, if you are able to have that millions, that trillions, billion, trillions in life, you need to be in good health for you to enjoy it. All right, another mistake you should avoid is not to be conscious of your finance. No matter how small your earning is, you want to make sure that you put some money aside. Do not have the excuse that the money you are earning is not even enough for you to spend. All right, if you have that mentality, no matter how much you earn, it is never going to be enough. Save money and invest. Okay. The next mistake to avoid in your 20s is to make sure that you don't stay on a job for a very long time if you are not happy with it. If you don't like the kind of job you are doing, but it is sustaining you at that stage, have a goal in mind so that you don't dwell for a very long time on that job. All right, if you do, before you know it, 10 years will go down the drain without you knowing exactly what you have done with your life. Another mistake to avoid is for you to know that you have a particular talent and you don't develop it. Whatever talent you have, whatever things that you love to do with your hand or otherwise, you need to develop it in such a way that you'll be able to monetize it at the end of the day. It might end up to be your major source of income. That is one of the mistakes that I would say I regretted. All right, but I've learned from it. Okay, I've learned from while I was working and I was becoming bored with my office work, I went out of my way to learn a couple of things. Something that I could have done much more earlier, but I did it later. So in your 20s, don't ignore whatever talent you have. And even if you don't have a talent, you could learn one or two things that you'll be able to monetize, at the end of the day. Another thing you will want to avoid in a relationship at this stage is to not give in to sex without protection, especially if you are a girl. Okay, the girls, the female beard bros, they are the one that such mistake affect 100%. Another thing you want to avoid is having the wrong person as your partner. The wrong person can ruin you, it can drag you down, and or distract you. What you want to acquire most at this stage is wisdom in everything that you do. Wisdom in experience, wisdom in friendship, wisdom financially, wisdom in relationship, wisdom in knowing what is good for you, knowing yourself better, all right, what you thrive in, the situation that you thrive in, the situation that you do not thrive in, what works for you and what does not work for you. All right, be wise with whatever it is that you are experiencing at this stage. Be wise. It does not mean that you cannot have fun. You can have fun, but you also need to be wise, okay, in the type of friends you have, in the type of partner you have, in the way you spend your money. There are so many people that made a lot of money at this stage, but it goes with that stage, all right, it disappeared because of the way, the type of life they lived. You don't want to experience such thing. You don't want the same thing to happen to you, okay? In this part of the country where I come from, in Nigeria, my people say that you don't use the old fingers of your hand to eat. Don't eat up everything, no matter how small. I know someone that was, according to her, she was making 5,000 per month at that time, and she was able to save 500 naira. It wasn't enough. It will never be enough, but she was able to save 500 naira every month. It is tough, it is small, it is ridiculous, but she saved. And at the end of the day, she made use, a very good use of the money that she saved. So those are the mistakes that you want to avoid in your 20s, okay? Some of the mistakes that I regretted, some of the things that happened to me, some of the action that I made that I regretted, but thank God some I could still do, and so many other people to realize this just like me. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and be happy. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.